Okay, so first I want to make something just slightly more elaborate than the cube. It's just another excuse for me to show you how to design 3D objects quickly. And there's a tiny little technique, a little secret that I've got I want to show you. So we're going to create a cloud. So here I can remove this box and look for a sphere. So add a sphere in there, and actually let's add 3 spheres in there. And we can now make some space, that one. Okay, here and here. Okay, actually I need to open this. Let's remove this one. Right, okay, so now we have a very weird looking cloud, I guess. So here if I select, so shift, select, I guess I need this hierarchy after all. So let's just select those all 3 and we'll make them smaller. Yeah, 19. And also I'm just gonna click in all of these and it will just go to 0 directly. Cool, so I've got the main sphere in here. I'm going to add those 2 into the first one. So this one is going to be a little bit on that side, and this one is going to be a little bit on that side. Okay, now the middle one here, I can move it where the cube was, more or less. And those 2 spheres here are too big, so if I try and move the radius, okay, so that works, and maybe just drag them down a little bit as well. Okay, so let's just make it a bit more random so it's not too symmetrical. Right, not too bad for a couple minutes, and the technique I want to show you is how to make this look like it's floating, and I'm doing this by adding 2 different rotations. So rotation. Okay, so first, so we have here basically, so this is our cloud, and you can, if you want, flatten that node, and here I'm going to add another node here. So what we want to do is to put this node inside of that one. Actually, first of all, this one is going to be inside of this one, and that is going to be now placed at 0, 0, and 0. Okay, so we know that this node is exactly in the center of this one. Good. So I can now drag it out and put the cloud inside of this one. And I don't know if you follow me, but now makes this cloud inside of that cloud node that I can rotate, and this cloud here is going to be slightly above, like this. So the idea is that I'm going to rotate it like this, but also at the same time I'm going to rotate it like that, which is going to be the opposite way, and this will create some sort of floating like that. So it's not going to actually look like it's rotating, but it's going to look like it's floating, basically. Okay, so our cloud node here has a rotate action, so I'm going to drag this in, make it infinite, and make sure that it's going to be the same as the other one, but opposite way. So whatever you choose in here, so let's just keep the duration as 1, and here I'm going to put 100 degrees for the x-axis. I think it's the x. Let me just double check. If I rotate this, it's the z. Okay, so in my cloud node, here and there, so I'm put a 0 back here, but in here I'm going to put 100, and for the cloud I'm going to add the same rotation. Okay, and here it's 1 second, but it's going to be a minus 100. And if you run this, it works. You can see that this cloud is now floating. How cool is that? So yeah, we can just run this and we can see our cloud under the bar. If I look down, I can start to see some shadows. So that's good. And if I go over in here, it starts to disappear under the bar. Let's just make sure that we scan enough of the room, but then yeah, it works.